Hey, it's Rabbi Andy from Temple Emmanuel in Greensboro, North Carolina, with a little bit of Torah as we head into this Shabbat. The Torah portion is Emor, and this is well known because it has the list of all the different Jewish holidays. We have a lot of holidays that have come at us during this time of the year. And yet, during this Torah portion, we learn that there is a counting that we're supposed to be doing that takes us from Passover up to the next major ancient pilgrimage festival, which is known as Shavuot. Shavuot being the festival of weeks, and as would make a lot of sense, we're going to count off weeks. In fact, we're going to count out a week's worth of weeks, 7 weeks, that takes us from the start of Passover these days, from the second night of Passover all the way up to Shavuot, which will take place in the towards the end of the month of May this year on our civil calendar. Now, all of that notwithstanding, this week is really important in that count because when push comes to shove, each of these days has meaning to it. And starting on this Wednesday night and going through the day on Thursday, we will be on the 28th day of the counting of the Omer. 28th day of this. And you may think, Rabbi, what's up? Why are you drawing attention to the 28th day? I'll tell you, we usually focus on the 33rd day, Lag BaOmer, and I may have more to say about that next week. But the 28th day, that seems a little bit random, and it's not. Because if you take the Hebrew letters that make up the number 28, many of us are familiar with the Hebrew letters that make up the word for 18, chai, right? But the meaning life. But the 28th day also is one of those words that if you take the Hebrew numerals for it, actually spells something quite significant. It spells the word koach, which in Hebrew means strength. I always find myself at this time of the year wondering where my source of strength is going to come from, right? Maybe it comes from, friends and family, people that provide me support, the people that I work with, the people that I see very often, or maybe people far away, dear friends that I just stay in close touch with. But also as a religious Jew, my strength comes from connecting to God and, of course, digging deep into our tradition. Whatever your source of strength is, this coming Wednesday night to Thursday, right before we get to Shabbat, and if you're watching this afterwards, that's okay. But I want you to think about where it is that you derive your strength from, your koach from. Where is it that you turn in those tender moments or in those celebratory moments? Because this week we have the opportunity to highlight that, to amplify it, and to live by it. I hope that this is a week of Jewish strength, and I hope this is a week of nourishment for you and yours. May this be a Shabbat that just brings blessing to our people and the whole world. See you real soon. Shabbat Shalom.